Hello everyone, and welcome back to MyGM in WWE 2K24. One of these times I'm going to slip up and say 2K23, and it's just going to happen, and we're just going to have to move on. So right off the bat, obvious thing to do, we're going to get the concert hall, which is going to get us more fans. It's a boost to the show quality. And we can also get more ticket prices and stuff, so try and build up some ad revenue. And what you'll also notice is there is this little box here, this little cube, and that is your assets. You earn, I believe, just one asset per week. So, you know, there's a little bit more to logistics. You know, you still have to pay the initial cost of unlocking it, but you don't have to pay the cost of booking it every week, which I feel like this is probably the better way to do it. And yeah, it's like the assets, you can't just stock up on everything at once. You gotta, like, be strategic with it. So, I'm gonna use that on the bigger venue initially. The other big change is talent scouts. So, this year, free agents don't work just as free agents. You can't just go in and sign them immediately. You do start out with 4 by default, but as you can see, you can change it. So, like, you can look for rookies, like these local talent, established stars, and you can see it goes by their ring level. So, like, 5 to 9, that'd be like an EO. 10 to 14, that's maybe like, I think Becky might be a 15, but, you know, it gets higher. And it is a combination of you get 5 scouts a week, and they change depending on the specificity. So, like, say I do level 5 to 9, but I wanna look specifically for women. Well, then that takes an extra talent scout. So if you wanted to, you could use all 5 on one scout. It goes all the way up to, like, immortals, legends, icons. So, you know, just depending on whatever you're looking for, the cost will change based on that. And yeah, the specificity of it. So if you wanted to, like, we could just do all 5 on rookies to try and minimize the cost. Or I mean, you could also, if you really want to minimize cost, you don't have to scout every week. I guess that's, you know, that's maybe a more obvious way to do it. Let's look at, for this week 1, I'll do, yeah, we'll look at, no, you know, I'm gonna do renowned stars. I'm gonna go in on it. And we'll look for women, because my roster is looking a little thin. Do I need any particular role? I have a giant, a cruiser, and a specialist. So, like, I guess I could just keep sticking to giants and cruisers. I don't think I particularly care. Oh, I can also specify promo skill. I don't know why you would ever specifically seek out 1 to 3 promo skill, but we could go 4 to 5 and just go ahead and use all the scouts. I don't know if there's probably a 10 to 14 that's 4 to 5. I'm gonna wing it. Let's do the search. We'll burn all 5 on 1, but we're looking to get a really high level female talent here. So we've got Shayna Baszler, Maxine Dupree, Zelina Vega. Oh, is it just the 3? Okay, so it's not always necessarily 4. I guess the more specific the search, that was pretty specific, so there might not be very many left of, like, women who have a 4 to 5 promo skill who are also in this tier. And then contracts are also different. So you can sign week for week. So if I wanted to, I could just sign Shayna Baszler for a week. If I need, like, an enhancement talent to fill out a match on the show, I could just do that. But the higher the weeks on the contract, the, like, cheaper it gets to a point, it looks like. So if I wanted to, I could, can I not just hold it in? So I could go all the way up to the end of season and pay, like, a fortune for Shayna. Or I could, you know, go for, like, 10 weeks, but that's also a lot of money. You know, so if I can make it under 100,000, I might just do the 5 weeks. Just have someone else in there to mix things up. And one of her perks is she gains 1 popularity just by default participating in a match. And I don't think that's, I don't think that's related to how well the match performs or anything like that. I think that's just off the bat, you get a +1. So, or do I want to invest? Do I want to go for a 10-week contract? We really do need women. So I think I might go a little, no, I don't want to burn through all that money. I'll keep it safe and I'll just go 5 weeks for now. And yeah, I'll see. I think money can go kind of fast, so I'm just gonna wait and see on how that goes. Yeah, I don't think it affects show cost. So that's Talent Scouts. Power cards are pretty much the same. There's just a few new ones. I'm not gonna bother getting that level 1. But we are gonna book a Hell in a Cell, because I really want that ring experience, because that could potentially be like multiple levels in one go. Yeah, but there's nothing else we really have to worry about. So we'll go ahead, we'll get Shayna in here. Maybe Shayna will do the self promo. Oh god, Ray is a 25. Hold on, I forgot about that. I didn't look at what he has. So he's an Iron Man specialist, basic popularity. He can become a fighter if we want. I'm not sure why we would want that. Special guest referee match specialty. Oh, so he has 2 match specialties. Okay. Gain 5k whenever the superstar cuts a promo? Oh, that's pretty good. I will probably be having Ray cut a number of promos. Also, another detail on contracts, you can still release talent and you'll be reimbursed like oh, well, he's booked, so I can't look at that. But you could be reimbursed for part of their contract, I believe. So yeah, do I also want to have Shayna self-promo? Do I want to mix it up? Maybe charity? I'm not going to do advertising. Can she class change? What does she class change into? Oh, does it say on the screen? No. No, I don't have hers unlocked, so maybe she can't do it. Or maybe it's just kind of a blind guess. I haven't explored the mode fully. I could make her face if I wanted to, but I think I'm gonna go charity for that. Oh wait, I already have a charity promo. Okay. She'll call someone out. She'll call out... wow, I have a lot of heals, huh? Maybe I do. Maybe I will make Shayna a face. I could do that, or I could make one of my other women a face, like Roxanne, Tiffany. I think they're all booked. Shayna really doesn't read as a face to me, but I don't really know enough about Tiffany Stratton to say if she has face vibes either. So, you know what? I'm gonna make it Tiffany. So, we're gonna make Tiffany Stratton the, like, all-purpose, you know, face specialist. She can kind of feud with a number of the different, heels we have on the roster. So we got some class matchups here. We're gonna crown a inaugural Intercontinental Champion. It's, Jay, Jimmy, Damian Priest, and Omos in a 4-way. Shayna Baszler, Roxanne Perez, one-on-one in the mid-card. Doesn't have to do well. We gotta get that drama curve. Joaquin Wilde and Dirty Dom are having a match. And then in the main event, we had to do a Hell in a Cell, so why not put the title on the line? Piper and Io, they're both heels. Is the title match boost worth the Roxanne Perez? Roxanne does have more stamina, but the title... No, it's probably gonna be better if I do this with Roxanne. Like, her popularity is not as high, but I think the face and heel dynamic here will probably work out better. So yeah, I guess Shayna and Io, it doesn't have to do well, so we'll make it work. Let's go ahead and confirm this week's show. I'm not gonna play any of the matches initially. I kind of want to get a little bit into the mode before I start doing that. So for now, we're just gonna simulate Fatal 4-Way. Who is the first Intercontinental Champion? It's Jimmy Uso. Got 2.5, which is not a great start, but wait, no! The feud that came out of that was Omos and Damian Priest? That was, I think, the worst outcome. It maybe could have been Jimmy and Priest, but both of those are pretty bad. You could have given me Jimmy and Omos, or Jay and Omos. I could have turned one of them, but that's unfortunate. That did okay. So we got 3,000 on the charity promo, which I think is still fine. Shayna and Io in a match that happens. Yeah. Oh, no. Maybe I should have had a call-out promo just to avoid these becoming rivalries. We are off to a very poor start. Yeah, that's not good. Joaquin Wilde and Dirty Dom. And the win goes to Joaquin Wilde for a 1.5 star. Yeah, that's fair. Middle of the show, it's going to be a lull. Tiffany Stratton is now a face, so we can maybe do more with her. And then Piper and Roxanne. Who wins the Hell in a Cell? It's Roxanne, the underdog, picks up the win, even though I believe that was Piper's match specialty. But Roxanne Perez starts a feud, so we have at least one good feud to come out of that. ECW World Television Championship is on the line. Karrion Kross and R-Truth. And the win goes to R-Truth, so he's already got gold over on ECW. That was for 3 stars. Oh, JD McDonough. Wait, why did it go up 2 levels? From 0 to 2? I didn't... Is that just because it was an excellent promo? I don't see anything else with them on the show. Or maybe there was like a power card for it? Wow, that's a great start for them. Indy Hartwell and Blair Davenport. In a matchup of specialists, it was Blair Davenport who picked up the win. That's another rival. Oh, 11? I didn't know it could go that high. Shinsuke Nakamura cuts a promo, and now he's up 11 popularity. So ECW already just running us into the ground. Alexa Bliss and Ronda. They got the win over Nikki Cross and Tamina, and that starts a tag team feud. All right. +7. We got people with a 3 promo skill outperforming, like Rey Mysterio had a 4 and he went up 1. Maybe setting the AI difficulty to hard was bad, actually. Maybe it's like the simulation's working in its favor. Seth Rollins, 3.5, defends the title, new rivalry with Kit Wilson. So the matches could have been higher star ratings, potentially, but a lot worked out for them there. The Fatal 4-Way now for the North American Championship. And the win goes to Luke Gallows. And that's starting 2 rivalries, and got 2.5 stars. So on the inverse of ECW, Channing Stacks Lorenzo's promo was ineffective. Raquel beat Scarlett in a 2-star match, and that's a new rivalry. Ilya Dragunov starting a feud with Lorenzo. Tag team match here. And the win goes to Alba Fire and Bayley. That is another rivalry that has begun. Also a 2-star match. And then the NXT Championship is on the line. MVP versus Big E. And Big E is going to retain the championship in a 4-star tables match. So a WCW United States champion has been crowned. It is Randy Orton who gets the win over Eric, and that starts a feud. Carmella, plus 6,750 on the charity promo. So yeah, maybe trying to book all the promos actually becomes detrimental to a point. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Tony D'Angelo beats The Miz in an Extreme Rules match. That got 2.5. mid-card tag team titles. So who's going to become the WCW tag team champs? It is LA Knight and Akira Tozawa, who defeat Finn Balor and Braun Breaker. And then in the main event, it's non-title Rhea Ripley versus Candice LeRae, but Nikita Lyons is going to do a run-in. And that gives Candice LeRae the win. 3.5 stars, and a new rivalry is born. So, you know, my show was... yeah, I think it's the worst. I think pretty much every other show outperformed me in every instance. Omos and Priest is a bad... Omos and Damian Priest is a bad feud. Shayna Baszler and Io... damn. And then... this is the one good feud to come out of that, but now they're both going to be wrecked from a Hell in a Cell match. Yeah, and the Hell in a Cell didn't even... you know, it wasn't even the best main event of the week, so I just, yeah. Are there, like, any other factors to consider? No, this is still the same. You can see rivalry growth, but you can't see on this screen how much in-ring experience they get. So I think it's just one per match if it's a normal match, and then beyond that, I think it depends on the match type. So we got plus 42,000 fans, gained a little bit on the budget, but I imagine we are going to be outdone by every show. I mean, I guess we did have the charity promo, so that might keep SmackDown in the loop. Nikki Cross and Tamina are a good team, apparently. Bayley and Alba Fire are also a good team. Perhaps a Damage Control 2.0 in the works there, or what would be the opposite of Damage Control? Chaos. So NXT 2.0 plus 48,000, and WCW plus 52,000. So I think we have a very clear hierarchy here. But we got the 30 ring experience, so I think that could be pretty big. And also a pre-match physio card for Greenback. So I'll have to look at which challenge that was. Yeah, so immediately we are down 10,000 from first place. We have the highest budget, if that'll ever come in handy. But yeah, that's the hierarchy coming out of the first week. And we'll do one more. Already I'm under attack. Select an opposing brand who must use a tier 1 crew logistic during next week's show. Oh, crew logistic. Oh, and there's the arena logistic. Okay, so, oh my god. Start next week with 0 scouting points. Well, okay. Not being able to scout it can be bad, but I don't think that's too bad early on. Because it'll just save us a little bit of money. I'm clearly the best superstar on SmackDown. A bigger test. I want to go up against both Joaquin and Ray this week. I don't mean in a tag match. I want a triple threat or a fatal 4-way. Okay, so Jimmy immediately wants to challenge the other champion on SmackDown. I'll do it. I've got nothing to lose. The flight I booked got canceled, and I can't find anything that'll get me to SmackDown on time. It looks like I'm going to miss it. We need you for the show. I'll send out private transportation for $25K. Accidents happen. Make sure you're here for next week's show. I hope you also understand that I'll have to fine you a week's wages for the absence. Ooh, this is a really interesting... like, this is a totally new scenario that wasn't in last year's game. I'm afraid that violates the terms of your contract, and your employment is terminated. Oh my god, some of these are a really extreme way to go. But he's got 53 stamina. I feel like I'm probably gonna send him a private jet or something. I feel like 25,000. No, I don't know rich people. I don't know what is like a reasonable price for them. Yeah, I'm gonna fly him in. Oh, okay, and that does a moderate increase. I'm curious what the effect of all those would have been. Like, if I just let him stay home, maybe it would have been like a small increase, or maybe it would have stayed neutral. I mean, obviously, like, if I terminate him, that's bad. And if I fine him, he's gonna get mad. I feel like, yeah. Have your most popular available male face and heel fight this week. So that's gonna be Jimmy. Okay, yeah, that just fills the goal. Oop, I don't want to back out. So main event is probably how we're gonna do that. Well, yeah, we might even put a stipulation on it. Well, stamina's a little low, so maybe we won't do that. Joaquin and Ray. So that's gonna fulfill the commissioner goal. It looks like Extreme Rules. Is that... Joaquin, No, we should. Special guest referee, Extreme Rules, Ray's Iron Man. And special guest referee, okay. Interesting. Alright, so we'll do Extreme Rules, because that's Jimmy's specialty. Stamina's gonna be rough afterwards, but it's the main event. We kind of need something going there. And then my one feud that worked out well is Piper and Roxanne. Roxanne can still wrestle, at least. So maybe... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Piper do a call-out promo, and we'll try and progress that. I think maybe we could crown women's tag team champions on this show. It would have to be Io and Shayna. Screw it. We're doing it. Do the classes match up at all? Not really, but we're gonna do it. So yeah, another big thing to consider, with these different matches, there are now 3 different criteria to watch for. There's obviously stamina, which is important. Quality boost is how the match is gonna perform on your show. And then ring XP, determines like how much experience you gain from the match. So let's just, for comparison, we'll take a look at Piper, because she and Roxanne were in a cell match, and it looks like they got well, it's level 6, so I'm not sure. Oh wait, no, okay, so she was probably level 5 and went up. Is it 5 for the next level, I think? Give me a reference. Yeah. Okay, so like Joaquin Wilde, he had a one-on-one match. It was normal. He went up 1 experience. He needs 5 to get to the next level. Roxanne and Piper looks like they went up 8. So Hell in a Cell, it's high ring experience gain, and the metrics are very low, medium, high, very high. There's what's between maximum and high, very high, extreme, and then maximum. So there's a pretty solid range of different like stamina and quality and effects. Yeah, ring experience. So it looks like the match that'll give the most ring experience is gonna be like your Falls Count Anywhere, Hell in a Cell. There was one more, Iron Man, Casket. Oh, very high. So No Holds Barred looks like it gives the most ring experience. Quality, so like show quality, it's going to be the Casket match, the Hell in a Cell, Ambulance, and Falls Count Anywhere, surprisingly. And then stamina cost is probably going to be, the big matches. Pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, then there's also the financial cost. So, you could do a Falls Count Anywhere match. It's cheap, but your superstars are gonna get really tired, but also it's gonna be a big quality boost to your show, and they're gonna get a good amount of ring XP from it, as opposed to, say, like, a Casket match, where it's 100,000, and you get everything. Or, like, a Steel Cage, it's a bit more expensive, doesn't give as much as the Falls Count Anywhere, but it's all just about when and where you use it. Also, some of these bonus little green stipulations are like, these conditions are interesting. So in a No Holds Barred, the loser gets injured for a week. In the Ambulance match, the winner gets +5 popularity, the loser 3 injury weeks. So that's pretty punishing. You really want to be careful with a match like that. And then the Casket match, you'll gain 20,000 fans, but the loser leaves your brand. You're actually just burying them and kicking them off your show. That's pretty insane. Special guest referee, I haven't quite figured out how I'm supposed to read this. Plus morale for ref, and then plus chance ref will rule in favor of the selected star. So I haven't experimented with that one. Submission and steel cage conditions flipped, so now the steel cage is the one that resolves the rivalry, and the submission gives you a bonus chance to elevate it, which I feel like makes a lot more sense. I think a steel cage is more extreme than the submission. So we got the rest of the card to fill out. J. Omos, no holds barred. What is it? So no holds barred, special referee. Oh, but I don't want someone to get injured. You know, we'll have it be J, and we'll do maybe just like a tables match. We'll keep it a little cheap, a little low stakes. And then mid-card, we're gonna have what? I guess Cruz, Del Toro, and Dom can wrestle. I think I had Dom wrestle Joaquin last week. I think that's how I did that. We'll have Damian Priest come out and do, I guess, Charity? He's in a feud with Omos. I feel like I want to just let that go. That doesn't seem good for me. And then I might have done this last year too and been a bit silly about it, not thinking. Like I could sign, well, let's see. Do any of these have good promo skill? So like ordinarily, I think in a previous year, I would like do a 5-week contract and then maybe have them advertise. But like, if I bring this guy in, I want his advertising to gain more than 3,900. Otherwise, it doesn't make back the cost of the contract. So I think we're going to be better off just leaving that blank. Like, this tag match, I could do as something else, but I think I'm just going to run it like that. Yeah, I think the EO is pretty popular, but... Oh, wait, this was going to be for the tag titles. There we go. You know, okay, I'm gonna change this. We're gonna make this match normal. We're gonna switch them, and now I'm gonna make this a tornado tag? TLC's cheaper, but the stamina cost is the same. The quality boost is more. I think I'm just gonna do TLC. Because if the stamina cost is the same, but it's a little bit cheaper and quality is slightly better, I'm gonna do that. Because they're both match specialties, so might as well get them in. We fulfilled the commissioner goal, so we will get a contract thing. Jimmy Uso, we got that fulfilled. Any power cards I want to play? Superstars GM, raise the morale by a lot, it would seem. That could be pretty good. What I'm curious about this card... Oh, it doesn't look like it'll keep them inactive for a week. I think I'll hold on to it for now until I have more of an idea of where I want to put that. But we'll go ahead and confirm this week's show, because I can't really do anything with logistics. I could have maybe bought another one. Maybe I should have done that, but I'm gonna hold the money for the PLE, I think, on this first month and play it a little cautiously. So we're in snake order, so WCW is actually going to go first. So LA Knight and Finn Balor, one-on-one. The win goes to LA Knight in a 2.5 star, no rivalry from that. Candice went up 1 on the self-promo.
1, 2, that's it, bring it.
Carmella defeated Zoe Stark in an Iron Man match. Not an Iron match, 2.5, and that's a rivalry. Eric cuts a weak promo, but the rivalry does advance. Randy Orton and Braun Breaker are one-on-one in the mid-card, and that is a win for Braun. That got 3 stars, so that honestly probably should have been their opener. Akira Tozawa tried a charity promo. That didn't work out so well. And then Nikita Lyons and Rhea for the title. And Rhea retains once again. Mommy is still on top of WCW. And NXT title on the line in the opener, Big E versus MVP. I think that's just what they did last week, but minus the stipulation. Got 3.5. Luke Gallows got the rivalry with Logan Paul. I forgot about that. Luke Gallows and Logan Paul. Montez and Ivar in a non-title match that is won by Ilya Dragunov and Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Logan Paul got 45,000 on... No, 4,500 on the charity promo.
1, 2, that's 3. Let me hear the bell.
Raquel is victorious over Scarlett, and it got 2.5. And the main event is a tables match to crown the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions. Oh, and it's Becky Lynch and Fallon Henley. I don't know anything about Fallon Henley, so I don't know if that's a tag team that would make sense or not, but they're tag team champions, so good on them.
1, 2, it's over.
And it is Julius Creed who wins a Fatal 4-Way. Karrion Kross did a run-in on Briggs, it would seem. So that started a feud. R-Truth +2 popularity on the self promo. Nikki Cross and Ronda Rousey. It's Nikki Cross who picks up the win, and that is a feud now. Tag team match. And it is Alexa Bliss and Blair Davenport picking up the win over Indy Hartwell and Tamina. And now ECW title on the line. Tables match. Seth Rollins and Kit Wilson once again. And Seth Rollins is going to hold on to his gold. 3.5 star, and the rivalry advances. So here is our women's tag team titles on the line, and it's Io and Shayna who are the inaugural SmackDown Women's Tag Team Champions. And that's a rivalry. It got 4 stars. I guess the TLC... Oh, maybe that should have been the main event. We'll see how that goes. The show might have peaked in the first match. I did put a lot into it, so I suppose that makes sense. Piper advanced the feud. Jey Uso and Omos. And it's the big man Omos who gets the win in a 2.5. Main event, Jey Uso not off to a great start. Damian Priest got us 4,500 fans on the charity promo. Dirty Dom, he got the win over Cruz del Toro, and that is now a rivalry. And then in the main event, Extreme Rules Triple Threat. Intercontinental Champion Jimmy Uso, SmackDown Tag Team Champion Joaquin Wilde, and the WWE, is that the Universal title? Yeah, the World Heavyweight's the other one. So Rey Mysterio's here. Who's gonna get the win? Yo, Jimmy Uso! Oh, that match did poorly! Not even the Extreme Rules stipulation could save it. So I guess putting together 3 cruiserweights maybe wasn't the play after all. Oh, no. We dropped the ball on that one. It's good booking. Like, our last match, it barely outperformed the one before it. So, like, I think we're fine, but I was not expecting the first match to be the peak of the show. And yeah, you can see over on the right, you get the little progress bars on the rivalry, so you can immediately... it's just a different way of visualizing it. No injuries this week as well. ECW is really stacking up the feuds. NXT 2.0 is also doing pretty well in that regard. And WCW, you know, they're there. WCW went up plus 39,000. Oh, so we get a real dramatic build-up. What is SmackDown gonna do this week? NXT 2.0 went up plus 52,000. Yeah, you know, our budget is definitely not going to go up as high because we weren't able to book the bigger arena. I'm not sure how that'll affect our fans, though. So ECW goes up plus 45,000. So NXT 2.0, it seems like they're probably going to win the week. Yeah, we got plus 47,000, which that was better than some of the other shows, but we did end up losing money in the end because we weren't able to make so much back in ticket prices. So we got the contract negotiation. Okay, we're actually pretty close to ECW and WCW, so I'd say we're in an alright spot. And then Xavier Woods, he's taken NXT 2.0 to the top. I'm not too versed on the up, down, down lore, but I'm not doing very well by Tyler Breeze right now. And then we're 2 weeks out from Hell in a Cell, so next week I'm gonna go through 2 more weeks, and then maybe for Hell in a Cell, maybe we'll play some matches then. Oh, I forgot to mention it in the first part, but I will take feedback if anyone has, interesting things I find interesting. It might just take a couple episodes for me to, apply that. Yeah, okay, they're just telling me about injuries. Jimmy Uso, he's happy because we did the thing. Joaquin, in Chicago. Okay, so we're gonna get a hometown match for Joaquin Wilde. Maybe we put the men's tag titles on the line? Have at least one Iron Man match. Bad timing. Select an opposing brand, reduce the length of one of their contracts by a week. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today's episode, and I will catch you, well, I'm not sure why I said today's episode. I probably will double up on some of the days in the first week. But yeah, I'll see you in the next part.